What's up?
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little peace hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah! Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Ah.
Got it. Namba, can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone, hide and see.
Then you'd just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable.
Feeling it now.
This is pretty interesting. Getting smarter every day. Sweet. Strong. Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
All right.
Thanks.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there. I could do with a visit to the sauna.
Oh, everyone could. I go all the time myself.
You know, I've never really been. I keep hearing about this sauna refresh thing lately, though. Have you given that a try?
Sauna refresh?
That thing where you cycle between a sauna and a cold bath. Yeah, they say it makes you feel nice and lightheaded.
Sounds interesting.
Extreme temperature changes can make you sick, though.
What if we worked up a real hot sweat from fighting, then jumped into the river to cool? Would that be a refresh?
That would be revolting.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Hey, you know what? Forget it. Shame on me for trying to save a few bucks.
Jump in that river and you'll have a lot more than shame on you.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Ugh, they're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Thought it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Casa. You're good.
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
Things are going well.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happen here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? I still turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. All right.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat. Huh.
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Things are going well.
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
All right.
I like it when hot drink machines say stuff like, handle with care.
Why? It's just a machine.
You don't find that friendlier than just having caution hot on the side?
Huh. I guess it is a little more pleasant.
You know, I think it's cute how it varies from machine to machine.
Does it? I'm not sure I've ever noticed that.
Huh. Wonder if there are any wacky ones out there.
Like what?
Maybe one that sounds like a party girl. Hey, Sachan, you're good at this stuff. Can you do a party girl coffee machine?
This is like hella hot.
No, how about a nerdy girl?
Drinks may reach temperatures of 57 degrees Celsius.
Ooh, what about a sexy hostess?
Ready to turn up the heat? But hold on. Are all these coffee machines going to be cute girls?
Hey, sure get beat if I can.
I hope I never get so lonely that I need coffee to keep me company.
Well, only maybe. But at least in this group, you'll never get bored.
At a UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Ooh. I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy, you know.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
Things are going well. There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Ooh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it.
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick, reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture, and the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? All right.
Get over the size of this burger.
Has to be giant to satisfy that dino.
Oh, I've seen a pumpkin about that big once. Around Halloween.
Huge produce like that's edible, but doesn't have much flavor. They're mostly bred for feeding livestock.
Huh. Maybe the dinosaur would like that too, then.
Maybe.
Except, isn't the dinosaur carnivorous? He's chasing a burger after all.
Ah!
But look, the burger's got tomato and lettuce. Maybe he's an omnivore?
Now I'm actually curious what this damn thing's hungry for.
Buddy, it's all plaster.
How much did I drink?
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. I might have taken you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. Before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
My... Be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagined. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. All right.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process. Not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy, like snot. Now I make a clean cup of matcha. Creamy, foamy goodness. You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea. And honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes.
First magazines and newspapers. Now they're crossword apps?
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Well, let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish them off.
They have given away something more useless. All right. Should I open it? Nice.
You're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok, made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for them. There were limited quantities, and they've all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold out because of scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list them for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. Things are going well.
Hey, check it out. Four-leaf clover.
Oh, nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought. But I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
To tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty. They're high maintenance.
Sure, I believe you. All right. I've really gotten to know them.
This is peak performance, baby. Oh, hey, they got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
Not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Oh, hey, I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right. Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates. I nearly ate shit, but I pulled off a triple axle and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth. Ever since then, it's been my mission to keep the floors of my shop squeaky clean. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, not to mention... All right. I've really gotten to know them. Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed tips, all nearly identical. Or see, the daikon are hefty but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
Things are going well. Complete.
Say, Kiryu-san, you up for a trip to the arcade?
An arcade? Sure. You have something in mind?
Not in particular. I just got the urge to... play a few games with you, that's all.
Out of nowhere, huh? All right.
Would you like dinner for a bath or me? Do wives really say that?
No.
Never.
Well, that settles that.
It's such a staple of fiction, though. Surely someone must have said it at least once.
See? You understand, Kiryu-san. Let's suppose we leave the or me out of it. Meal or bath? Which do you go for first? That's all I was curious about anyway. I wasn't trying to be chauvinistic.
I'm not sure then. I think I'd want to get clean first.
Think I'd go with dinner. An empty stomach's too distracting.
Ah, sounds like the vote is split. Kiryu-san, where do you stand?
I need to eat first. You can't relax if you're hungry.
Exactly. You totally get it.
Well, looks like you two are on the same wavelength. Well, how about you, Zhao?
Dinner. That way I can wash off any oil splatters and junk in the bath later.
Oh, interesting. You're thinking from the cook's point of view.
Oh, well. I guess a man can dream.
So you do want some little submissive housewife?
If you like, I'll ask it to you.
That would be a true honor.
This brings back memories.
You must be tired.
Hey, Zhao.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liu Mang, hasn't it?
Yep. I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liu Mang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sun-Hee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liu Mang and Komijo together, Sun-Hee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I'm impressed you're so honest about it.
Gotta say, it hits different when you're the one dishing out praise, Kiryu-san. Kasuga-kun's got away with words, but you're not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Kiryu-san, You're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You catch me in the kitchen even during my liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Sure, I'll go. It's all gonna be on the house, right?
Yeah, of course. But if you find the food tasty, then I'll take cash over any compliments to the chef.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another two.
That's the spirit. Hey, what's with the face?
Huh? Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep. Mind hearing me out? Can't say it'll be much fun, though.
I'm all ears.
I was checking out this food blog earlier. They review bars and other joints here in Ijincho. Of course, that means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Still trying to figure out how to handle this. Should I leave it alone, or do I do something about it? Maybe we should have talked about something else.
I wonder who they really are. Why do they get to remain anonymous when they're writing something awful like that?
Not very fair now, is it? I'm also itching to find out what kind of person posted that. I get that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this just doesn't sit well with me.
Has that blog started to affect your business?
Nah, sales is more or less the same as ever, as far as I know. My place gets lots of regulars. I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first-timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep, guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer like that? And things just went downhill from there. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, "See if I ever come back here again!" The day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my restaurant. I figure it's probably the same guy.
Maybe you could ask Komijul to look into it. They're good at that kind of thing.
I technically got booted from the underworld, you know? And to abuse an organization's power all for my personal affairs, not a good look. Plus, I doubt Sunny would let me off with a sucker punch.
That's true. I just thought that'd be the quickest way to take care of this.
Well, to be completely honest, I did consider doing that.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post, are you going to confront him?
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just a regular civilian now, a humble chef.
Considering how proud you are of your cooking, you're taking this pretty well.
Yep, I think so too. It's like, once I get heated, it's hard for me to hold back.
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink. Alcohol's not a bad distraction.
I'm with you there. Sorry for making you sit through that nonsense.
Just glad you're feeling better. What's up, Xiao? More bad press for your restaurant?
Not this time. Got a message from the Liumang boys. Said they wanted to tell me something.
But didn't you leave the Liumang?
Yeah, I did. But they still try to contact me. Mind if I complain for a bit?
So, what they want?
You remember the blog I mentioned last time? The one talking trash about my place.
Right. Might be the same guy that gave you trouble.
Yep. Those Liumang boys are using whatever means possible to hunt him down. They're hell-bent on catching him, saying stuff like, he can't go around starting shit and running away like that. And if they do find him, things might get real messy.
But you're not the one ordering them around, right?
No, of course not.
Which means these young guns are causing a racket because someone's giving their old boss a hard time.
Yep. Honor's just as big a deal as life and death down in the underworld. Not that you need me to tell you that.
Seems like you're a popular guy. Whenever a Yakuza boss steps down, people tend to avoid them like the plague.
Yeah, I guess so. But that didn't happen to you, did it, Kiryu-san? In the end, no matter where you go, popularity varies from person to person.
So, how many of these guys are we talking about?
A lot of them, but probably no more than 50.
That's still no joke.
But there's only 4 guys at the core of the whole shebang. They used to hang around me back when I was the leader, called themselves the Four Beasts.
Sort of like your personal guard.
They were kind of adorable in a way, but feisty. Got a tendency to take things a little too far. They're the ones who were really pissed off with this blogger, so I gotta tighten the leash.
Must be tough on you. They're not gonna leave you alone so long as they keep you on that pedestal.
Yeah, like you're one to talk, Kiryu-san. What's going on with me can't even compare to what the Dragon of Dojima goes through. But I guess the two of us are in the same boat. I mean, who else can relate to this kind of stuff?
No wonder I like drinking with you. We can both complain about the same things.
Guess the two of us make a perfect match. Best we stay on each other's good side, then.
We're doing well so far.
But seriously, Kiryu-san, you always look like you're trying to shoulder everything yourself. Hell, you even were quick to accept the fact that your time's been cut short.
Not really. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it.
You don't gotta lie down and take it. You could still try to fight back, you know. Survive. Looks to me like you're putting on an act. Because you're supposed to be a legend.
Where is this coming from?
Just something that's been on my mind. We've gotten pretty chummy, haven't we? Close enough for me to air out all my stupid complaints to you. Figured I could come out and say it by now. Or, did I cross the line there?
You're fine. I'll keep that in mind. After all, it's good advice from a good drinking buddy.
Awesome. Made all these drinks worth it. Man, you are one legendary pain in the ass.
Didn't think the drinks would hit so hard today.
Looks
real.
good.
The crunchy fried chicken skin looks so good. Are you guys cool if I squeeze some lemon over it?
Sure, thanks.
No, no lemon for me. I'm good with it as is.
I'll pass on the lemon, too.
I think you're missing out with no lemon. It really adds to the dish. So it's a waste not to use it.
What? Adds how?
The juice draws out the natural flavors of the chicken. It also helps reduce your fat intake. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Is that right? I never knew.
Flavor, huh?
So whose do I need to put it on? Who wants lemon?
Me.
I'm out.
Me.
Never mind, I'm in.
Actually, I'll pass. No, wait. I do want some.
None for me.
Gosh, you guys are a pain in the ass. Add your own lemon, then.
Looks like you guys pissed her off.
Whoops, sorry. Wait, Zhao, what do you mean none for you? You were the one going on about it.
Hey, I was just giving you the general opinion.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Psycho. I put more lemon on yours to make up for it.
I didn't want lemon on mine.
Huh?
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
How much did I drink?
I'm ready.
To think I could have Yukgae Janggukbap in a place like this. Ah, nothing like it.
Huh. This place sure does have an international menu. Japanese-style pickles, curry, even that Korean beef soup you ordered.
You're right. Just shows we've got people from all over.
Nah, these are just the mama here's favorites. She's got a pretty eclectic taste.
Oh, really?
Well, if she's serving food from all over, how about adding some Chinese to the menu? Maybe I'll teach her a recipe or two.
Hey, good idea. What are you thinking?
Fried rice, maybe chili shrimp. The stove at this place doesn't look too hot.
If it ain't burning, it ain't real Chinese. We need big fire.
Huh? You good?
What's got you so worked up all of a sudden?
That's probably just his inner pyro talking. He's not wrong, though.
Guess Zhao will have to wait until they improve their stove.
A worthy investment if this place wants to stay afloat.
You guys, the mama's giving us the stink eye.
At this point, we'll be lucky if they ever serve Chinese.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
I'm ready.
Man, I just can't resist a combo of rice and yakiniku.
I get you. It's a match made in heaven.
That does sound good. But have you ever tried bibimbap? Now that is heaven.
Yeah, that does sound tempting. But you're pretty greedy, Sachan. Ordering 2 main dishes?
What? No, I just meant either one is good.
Then what do you think about eating rice with bibimbap as a side dish?
Wouldn't that be like eating okonomiyaki with rice? The amount of carbs alone would make that immoral. Not that I'd complain.
Okay, then 1 order of rice and bibimbap for Sachan.
Hey, no, I don't want that. I'll get fat. Anyway, that's not what I meant at all.
Guys, this is our chance to finally enjoy some barbecue together. Let's just order some meat. great.
Taste the food.
Certainly food.
Look,
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is
The food.
certainly food. How much to the Victoria?
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
looks great, actually. Mind if I...
いらっしゃいませ。
Looks
Real.
good.
This omurice is next level. So tender.
Yeah, the chef's got great technique. They sure know their stuff.
Whenever I see omurice, I'm always reminded of the maid cafe that I used to visit with a former coworker.
Oh, right. How could you not associate maid cafes with omurice? The maids draw on it with ketchup for the customers.
But from your tone, it doesn't sound like you had a good experience with it.
That's not it. Considering my age, I just feel like I embarrassed myself when I did the little chant, you know? The one that supposedly makes the food taste better. By the end of it, I wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. Oh, I cringe hard each time I remember it.
I forgot that you can be kind of self-conscious like that, Nanchan.
To improve the taste. But what's this chant you mentioned?
Yeah, there are words you chant in unison with the maid while you make a heart with your hands. Well, you know about it too, right, Kiryu-san?
Huh? Gotta be. Come on, get tasty. Pretty, please.
Wow, you actually got it right. It's amazing how you didn't hesitate even for a second.
Well, you know how it is.
Who wouldn't enjoy their meal when given a show like this?
A chant infused with the power of the Dragon of Dojima himself. Hey, we all gotta go together sometime. Nanchan can finally redeem himself. Let's all go pretty, please.
You make it seem like I lost all my dignity back at that maid cafe.
I'll be your moral support.
Huh? For real, Kiryu-san? What the hell? Why not make a better memory with everyone? All right, to the maid cafe.
Yeah! Well, with this level of intensity, they might think we came to start a war.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうご
いらっしゃいませ。
Beef bowls are a man's best friend. Super extra large is the only way to go.
They live up to their slogan, tasty, quick, and cheap. I've been a loyal customer for as long as I can remember.
That catchy slogan sure gets stuck in your head. It sounds simple, but succeeding at all three is a challenge.
Right. And they definitely live up to it. Wish I had a slogan, too.
You got an example?
Something like speedy, strong, stupendous.
Did you just come up with that on the spot? And why include speedy?
Speed on my feet? Duh. Fast runners are always popular.
That's the logic of an elementary school kid. Plus, to be honest, I can't imagine you running fast to save your life, Nanchan.
Yeah, I won't lie, it's pretty accurate.
So a no on that slogan for you. What would Kiryu-san's slogan be?
Strong, somber, sentimental.
Again, what was going through your mind for the last part?
What do you mean by sentimental?
He must mean that Kiryu-san's old school, like what kids these days call a throwback?
Oh, yeah, that's totally what I meant.
I get the feeling that at this point, even you don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, that slogan, you know, the word order actually changed over time. So, back in the day, it was quick, tasty, and cheap, since that was the process of how you'd experience the meal. Then they started to care more about the tasty part of their reputation.
Oh wow, I had no idea. So they switch it up to reflect the times. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, now that's what I call sentimental.
Aw, nice try, but no. Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうご
いらっしゃいませ。
The stew here is to die for.
Ah, the ginger really hits the spot, doesn't it?
Yeah. By the way, hold on.
What's up, Nanchan?
I forgot what I wanted to say. What was it? It was on the tip of my tongue.
Huh? You alright over there?
Well, that makes sense. It's because you ate ginger, you know.
Explain?
It's said that eating ginger makes you forgetful. And Namba-kun here was slurping it down like it's his last meal. So I guess the old adage is true.
Ow, go figure.
Ginger has actually proven to improve your focus. But it looks like that's not the case for Namba, huh?
Well, if you forgot it immediately, it probably wasn't that important anyway.
Oh, it just came to me. I was gonna say, you look funny with that grain of rice hanging next to your mouth, Sunhee.
Oh, he's right.
Ugh, you should have told me sooner.
Not a bad look on you.
See, remembering things is overrated. My bad.
Just shut up and eat your ginger, and forget what you saw.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうご
Picture perfect.
One too many.
Man, I'm beat. Finally time to relax. Ah, so refreshing.
Oh, come on, don't just wipe your face with the hand towel. This place is high end. For the love of God, act like it.
Yeah, my bad. That brings to mind, how does one act high end?
Well, try to master acting normal first.
But that's the hard part, isn't it? Normal is different depending on the person. Like mannerisms, speech, and stuff.
Whoa there, Namba-kun. Be careful going down that rabbit hole. Next thing you know, you'll be questioning how to breathe.
Hey, don't jinx me. Now I'm seriously worrying about it.
But when it comes to language, it pays to take your surroundings into account.
Go on.
For example, you might say, "Oh my, this baguette has a delightful texture and aroma. It is simply divine," or something.
You're joking, right?
I'm not messing around. I just couldn't think of a good example on the spot.
Baguettes aside, that's actually a good point, Psycho. Sometimes it's really important to read the room. Not that I'm an expert on that, of course.
Well then, why don't we try acting classy from this point on?
Okay. Let's do it.
Sure. Classy.
Guys, it's okay to speak.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
Oh, I hear that place has good soft serve.
Says they use almond jelly. That does sound good.
Soft serve. I have to admit, that brings up bitter memories.
But ice cream's supposed to be sweet.
Nanchan, what do you mean?
Back at my old job, my boss once sent me out for soft serve. I wanted to get back quick to impress him, but then I stumbled. And it dropped.
Oh no! You had to go all the way back and get more?
No way. I didn't have that kind of time. Plus, I'd only spilt the ice cream.
No. Don't tell me.
So I grabbed it and put it back on the cone. Of course, I didn't see how much dirt and crap got mixed in until I handed it to my boss.
Ugh, he must have been pissed.
I told him, promise next time I'll take a less dirty street.
That was the best you could offer.
Shameful may it be, all this talk is making me want some soft serve.
Hey, Namba-kun, run and get some for us?
Have you been listening?
Irashi!
I'm ready. Ooh, so this is the kind of flavor profile they got going. Not bad at all.
Sure enough, as a chef, you're always sizing up the competition, huh?
It's not like I need to, but any place that can deliver a unique flavor combo is bound to catch my interest. You can call it studious diligence on my part.
Quite an admirable mindset to have, though I assume you could probably learn a lot more at some high-end place.
Not too sure about that. People tend to make true discoveries in the most unexpected circumstances. For example, you wouldn't guess this, but a while ago I discovered that Kasuga's cooking is pretty unique in and of itself.
Kasuga's?
One day, he blurted out that he'd serve me a manly meal and said about making meat and potato stew. That's when he plopped in some cough drops.
Ugh, cough drops? You gotta be kidding me.
That's right. I thought he had to be messing with me, but he'd actually added the perfect hint of sweetness. It was delicious. I was baffled. Apparently, it was a secret technique that he learned from this lady who ran a cigarette shop back when he was a kid.
Wow, so that unique flair must be Kamurocho style? It's true that there's a wealth of knowledge out there beyond high society. Still, I'm surprised that you took the risk to eat a meal at Kasuga's. It's just hard to imagine.
Really? It's nothing out of the ordinary. How about next time you take the plunge too, Sonny? You down for a mystery ingredient dinner party at Kasuga's?
I'm gonna have to take a rain check. I still value my life.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとう。 Haven't been sleeping well lately. What should I do?
Maybe get more exercise? I sleep best when I'm exhausted. Try tiring yourself out before bed.
Nah, that's not the problem. I'm already tired.
No, so much for that.
I like making my alarm a song I'm into.
Yeah, I used to do that with my ring.
Okay? And?
The thing is, I hate it so much when my phone goes off. I ended up hating the song, too.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Shit. Just ask the Komi Jewel. You sleep in, they fire crossbows at you.
Not a bad idea. I can arrange for that.
No thanks. Strawberry parfait and a shortcake. Gotta say, that's quite the combo.
I guess so, now that you mention it. I was really feeling strawberries, so I must have ordered both without thinking. Sorry about that. I let my desires get the better of me.
It's nothing to worry about. But let's add a little something to break it up.
All right, I'll make the order. Now what should I get?
Hot milk, huh? Well, as long as you don't add sugar, I think that'll complement things okay.
A parfait, a cake, and now milk? It's like the Dairy Holy Trinity up in here.
Sorry, I was acting on impulse again. Want me to reorder?
Huh? I already finished mine.
But we just ordered. Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとう。
I'm ready. Hey, how old is too old to be ordering a Lucky Meal?
What's a Lucky Meal?
It's a combo made for kids. Usually comes with a hamburger, dessert, and a toy. And during special promotions, they'll run out pretty quick.
So it's basically a kid's meal then.
What brought this up? Attempting to relive your childhood all of a sudden?
Not exactly. But the toy they're giving out is based on a manga I read ages ago, so guess I was feeling nostalgic.
Hey, I don't see any age limits posted. If you want one, why not go for it? There's already a sign up saying there are only a few left.
What? Stuck wondering if it's weird for a grown-ass man to order a kid's meal? Don't feel bad, non-child. I accept you.
Just because I want a kid's meal doesn't mean you have to treat me like a kid.
If this is something you really want, go ahead. Just be aware of who these lucky meals are meant for. If ordering one for yourself meant taking it away from a child, I couldn't imagine living with the shame.
I'm aware of that.
Hey, it looks like they're down to the last one. It's now or never.
Ooh, and there's a family at the register right now. What's it gonna be? You gonna make it happen?
No.
And sold.
It was over so quick.
Fuck.
You did good, Namba. That was a tough decision.
Aw, how about I buy you some dessert to make up for it?
Ugh, why does everybody treat me like a kid? Oh, dessert sounds great, though.
Talk about having your cake and eating it.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうご
いらっしゃいませ。
This kimchi fried rice is to die for.
Apparently, this wasn't on their menu originally. They only added it after one of their regulars requested it.
I didn't know that kind of thing was even possible. Pretty flexible for a restaurant. I wonder if they do the same for us if we become regulars.
I can't help but wonder, though, how do you even become a regular in the first place? Just show up for a meal every day?
I assume it depends on the owner. If they remember you and you get to know each other, you might be able to call yourself a regular at that point.
Be their friend, huh? I have no idea how to relate to the owner here. Figure showing up to eat all the time seems like the best bet.
Would you really go that far just to put something on their menu?
I've only heard this in passing, but apparently the owner of this place used to be a part of some crazy biker gang.
Get out of here. Can't imagine that just looking at the guy. Wonder what's the story behind that one.
What if we rode in on tricked-out choppers, dressed to the nines in leather? Maybe then he'd tell us. It'd be like speaking his language.
Oh, we should totally do that. If we want to get banned for life.
Decisions.
By the way, if you got him to put something special on the menu, what would it be?
I can't really think of anything.
Then what's the point of all this?
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとう。
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready. Oh, that's the stuff. Actually, I could use another round. Stomach might be emptier than I thought.
Don't push yourself. They say you should only eat until you're 80% full.
Yeah, that's true. Still.
I definitely went overboard. I thought soba by itself would be too light, so I got curry and katsudon too. But now I'm about to burst and I haven't even touched the katsudon.
Wow, you really went for a full course meal.
Should I go for broke or call it a day? Always a hard decision.
Nanba, you're looking a little gaunt there. You want this katsudon, don't ya?
What is this, an interrogation? Yeah, I'll take it.
Guilty as charged.
Detective dramas never lie. The guilty just can't resist a hot meal.
Hey, I always wanted to be the bad cop. Namba, stay put while I order up another katsudon.
I only need one, damn it. And why am I always the criminal in your sick game of pretend?
Thanks for buying.
I was right.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとう。
いらっしゃいませ。
Whew. Those thick noodles coated in that rich broth. Pure bliss.
Don't forget the veggies. They're tasty and healthy.
You know, I've always thought chompon was a really cute name for a dish. What's it mean, anyway?
I think it refers to when a bunch of things are jumbled together. Maybe because you chomp on it all at once.
Right. And isn't drinking a flight of different kinds of alcohol also called champon?
Well, that'd jumble you up for sure.
Then you could say our group is kind of like chompon, too. Our backgrounds and titles are all so different. We've got a mafia leader, a former Yakuza chairman, and even an ex-bum.
Why couldn't you just call me an ex-nurse?
Sounds like a world-class champon to me.
We're a healthy mix, too. Though if anyone tries to eat us, we're definitely the kind of dish that bites back.
Talk about some killer ingredients.
Thanks for buying.
I was
That
right.
is certainly food.
ありがとう。
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm re-
Meat's good and all, but sometimes you just need seafood. And Conrad here has some of the best squid in town.
Yeah, what perfect texture. Great stuff.
You aware the squid you love so much might have actually come from outer space?
Huh? You mean they're aliens? What the heck?
I get it. It's because they look just like the Martians in those old movies and anime. Am I right?
No, I'm talking a real deal scientific theory here. Their brains are pretty big compared to their bodies, and on top of that, they've got tons of nerves, most of which are gathered in their tentacles. So, it's said that each tentacle is kind of like its own computer that can operate independently of the main brain.
I mean, that's nothing special. I can move my left and right arms independently.
It's not a competition, you know.
Squid's pretty different from anything else on Earth, so it's speculated they either came from space or evolved after coming in contact with an ancient virus from a meteorite.
Crazy. Now that you mention it, I could see that. They really do seem otherworldly.
I notice you have a penchant for tall tales, Zhao. Where'd you hear this one?
From a magazine I was flipping through at the convenience store. Pretty neat, huh?
Well, that brought me right back down to earth.
You're surprisingly gullible, San-chan.
Well, whether you believe it or not is all on you.
Personally, I don't care if they're from this planet or somewhere else, as long as they taste good.
Nothing like embracing diversity.
By eating extraterrestrials? Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございます
How much did I drink?
Found it. Picture perfect.
Oh, good. I assume you're ready.
I'm prepared.
Good. As it happens, there are a few familiar faces visiting Eugene Show at the moment.
I suppose that's pure coincidence.
Would you believe I didn't invite them? The Seiryu clan did. To prepare for the dissolution, Ebina has been in touch with regional families across Japan. These two have come to answer his call, all the way from Hiroshima. Onomichi, actually.
Onomichi?
A Yomei Alliance subsidiary, the Hirose families Tagashira and Matsunaga, here in Ijincho right now.
Huh. Tagashira. Matsunaga.
They're here to investigate the Seiryu for themselves. Unfortunately, Captain Nagumo couldn't make it.
Investigate, you said?
If Ebina's dissolution succeeds, every Yakuza group in the country will feel its effects. No matter where they're located, no family can ignore Yokohama right now. So, Tagashira and Matsunaga are here to survey and report back on behalf of the Yomei.
Wow. They're representing all of Hiroshima, that means.
The Hirose family might have started small, but they've been making a name for themselves. Many would credit their old patriarch Toru for that. He died doing wet work for the former Yomei chairman. He died loyally. As such, he left behind a family worthy of respect. They report directly to the chairman now. Which means your boys are officers of the main family. They're trusted with a lot these days.
I see. How about that?
What's wrong? You've got that look on your face. You don't want to see him?
It isn't that. Not exactly. I'm worried how they'd react if they knew I survived.
Why? Think they'd take it poorly?
The Hirose family was small, but they were as tight-knit as any family I've seen. As soon as I entered their lives, that all changed. And Hirose's death was a direct consequence of that. If I'd never set foot in Hiroshima, Tagashira and the others might still have their boss. I never apologized to them. In fact, I took the easy way out by going into hiding. How could I ever show my face to them again?
Who said you'd show your face? Hang back, just like with Kazuki and everyone. Hear Tagashira himself say what they think of you. Honestly, you should get how this works by now.
Maybe so.
Remember, Hiroshima is part of your legacy. The last heroic stand of Kazuma Kiryu. Tagashira and Matsunaga saw history made there. Don't you find the prospect intriguing? Hearing their thoughts on your final moments?
That's a sad way of putting it. You make it sound like I'm some voyeur.
Either way, the timing of their Ijincho trip is perfect for us. Don't question serendipity. They're drinking at a bar nearby, right now. Let's not miss them. See them there, Kiryu? Those are your boys.
Yeah. It's like they haven't changed at all. Same as when we met. Well, not completely. It's strange seeing them with subordinates of their own.
Ah, shit's sake. How long they gonna make us wait? Came all the way to Yokohama for this?
They're treating us like dirt here. Supposed to be honored guests. Seiryu hospitality, my ass. We're Hiroshiman dignitaries for crying out loud.
Doesn't seem like they're in a good mood.
Are they that pissed off that a girl hasn't sat down with them yet? Really?
Not sure. Hard to tell from just eavesdropping.
Right then. I'll take it from here. Let's get a better look at these big shots, huh?
Date-san, what are you doing?
The Daidoji faction doesn't own me, in case you've forgotten. I can say hi to whomever I want.
Date-san! Damn it.
And just who might you be?
Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Makoto Date. Are you two familiar with me?
We look like guys with lots of cop friends. Go polish your badge. Should warn you, these two pups ain't housebroken. Any closer and they might bite you.
Hey, calm down. There's no need to be a prick.
The hell? You got your head screwed on wrong? Or you just want to die, old man?
Whoa, hold a second, Tagashira. Tokyo detective named Date, he said. Kiryu Aniki had a buddy called that, right?
Huh? Ah, now that you mention it. Wait, so then what's he doing here?
You're Hirose, Tagashira and Matsunaga, correct? Be happy to buy you boys a drink. I'm off duty, not looking to bust anyone. Just want some company. Same as you two, from what I can see.
Yeah, well, the girls here ain't exactly swarming us.
You sure about this, Aniki? I mean, knocking them back with the fuzz?
You heard him. Man's off duty right now. We're just three assholes, no titles and nothing. This way, we never drank with the enemy team. Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Dante-san?
Yep, couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, all right then. Matsunaga Aniki says you can buy us drinks. You can buy us drinks.
Good, I appreciate it. Let me ask you both something. You sounded pretty pissed off before. Why was that? It's never just because of the girls.
Nah, it wasn't about that. Yokohama's a long trip for us, and we're being treated like hicks. There's ex-Yakuza all over town, and they're eyeing us like we got a disease.
The Seiryu clan sure as hell not offering to cut us into anything worth a damn. Why even invite us? Too worried about their own profits taking a hit.
I mean, look around. They're scoping us out from every angle. They all stare, but nobody says as much as hello.
Wait a second. You mean everyone here is Yakuza?
Eugene show's got ex-Tojo and Omi guys crawling around like roaches right now. We're doing fine for ourselves out west in Hiroshima. Only came by to be courteous.
What he means is the Yomei Alliance asked us directly, and we followed orders.
I wonder, is your table so barren because they're trying to ice you out?
Maybe women around here are smart enough not to drink with a couple of small-town bumfucks.
Say that again, asshole!
Whatever it is you're looking for here, you're not gonna find it. So screw off.
Oh, whoa, 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 big talk from men that what got dissolved, huh? You bastards really want to throw down, huh?
Go ahead! Nobody cut our family's balls off!
Whoa, Hiroshima thugs are all talk, right? I'm sure we can take them. Catch the next train home, fuckers! Or we'll punch your ticket for you!
Huh? Who the hell's that?
Hey, you need to stay back, damn it. Kiryu...
Huh?
Kiryuin.
Kiryuin? Date-san, you know this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe.
Hiroshiman dignitaries should know better than to disrespect the cities they visit. This is how blood starts running.
What's your deal?
We'll handle this from here. Right, Date-senpai?
Yes, of course. This is my junior partner, Kiryuin. Okay, everything's settled? You two leave while you can.
You're out of your mind. This ain't no one's fight but ours.
Damn it, stop. You're in enough crap already. Stay back.
Ready if you are. I feel so heavy. Try to block this! You asked for it. This'll do.
Moving up in the world.
There's more.
Ah! Ain't this a story from back home? Who knew a junior detective could throw haymakers like that? Nah, only out here would you find a cop stronger than a Yakuza.
Stronger. Ha! He's good, but I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I get it now, though. No wonder Tokyo PD got these city Yakuza neutered so bad, huh? Right, champ?
Sorry about him. He doesn't say much.
That's a good quality in people. Strong and silent. Actually, it reminds me of a guy we knew.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. Kiryanaki. Same kind of mojo.
Oh?
Exactly. Something about this quiet son of a gun reminds me so much of him.
Huh. Is that so? I'm not sure. After all, I've known Kiryu much longer than you two would have. No offense, but he's much cooler than this one.
No, you know what? That's a very good point. I mean, look at him. The guy, sure, look at this guy. I mean, Kiryanaki was way more badass.
Okay, probably so.
Although, strange how alike your names are. Kiryu, Kiryuin, right?
Both names sound tough, I'd say. Except, Kazuma Kiryu. Whew. Man, that name's us on another level for us. From the moment we first met him, he redefined what the Yakuza meant.
That he did.
How? What did he do for you? Was it even a change for the better, do you think?
That's hard to say. Kiryu Aniki guided us through dark times. Our patriarch Hirose died. So did Chairman Kurusu. Onomichi's big secret came out, and it's still getting attention. And then, the man we took as our Aniki got killed. Could have asked him so much more. Just stormed in one day and fixed up messes. Like pulling up every rotten weed that sprung since World War II. Now, the police say that Kazuma Kiryu took all the other mysteries with him to his grave. But that's gotta be a load of bull. They gotta know more than they're telling us.
Plus, all the big shot politicians got their asses saved by the cover-up. Those, Daidoji, what do you call them? Of course, they're the reason the Ome Alliance made us a direct subsidiary.
I guess that the Hirose family came out all the better thanks to Kiryu Aniki at the end of the day. Nowadays, we got way more prestige. All the Onomichi locals tease us about it, though.
I think that's a good thing. Oh, wouldn't you agree?
But putting all that aside, there's something about the whole thing that still hurts.
Yeah, you got that right.
What is it, if I may ask?
The Hirose family's down to just 3 proper members between Captain Nagumo and us. Our youngest officer was named Yuta, and he's off in Okinawa living his dream life. Good for him. But his Yakuza just feels like things are never gonna be as good as they were then. Kiryu Aniki inspired us to heights we never imagined ourselves in.
Seriously, Kazuma Kiryu's final battle, and we were there to see it. Hiroshima woke up for one big, incredible moment. Then went back to being the same old sleepy town as it ever was. Just empty and tired.
Helps knowing Patriarch Hirose would have wanted it that way. Plus, he got to spend his last minutes fighting Kazuma Kiryu with everything he had. When he died, it looked like he was at peace.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
For the old man, part of it must have been finally not having to do Takeru Kurusu's dirty work anymore. Even still, he was a model Yakuza, and he died a Yakuza's death.
More and more, I've been getting into dumbass fights like that one. Just looking to cash my chips in.
If you two hadn't stopped us, we might have died bleeding out in this cheap hostess bar.
Now that's a Yakuza's death.
Just a red stain on a tacky carpet. A long ways from home. How the hell did it get this bad without us even noticing? Between Hirose-san and Kiryu Aniki, all we talk about anymore is the ones we lost. Same old shit every day, over and over. If they could see us right now, they'd be ashamed. And you know what? It was seeing Kiryuin-san fight just now that made me realize it.
Say that again.
Funny how little things like that can open your eyes. What's going on now? Are you leaving? I'm still buying. No need to quit early.
That's all right. We're headed home. Seiryu clan's been investigated by us enough, I'd say. Right now, all I want is to tell Captain Nagumo everything that happened here tonight.
Oh, what will you say to him?
That over in Jincho, we finally met someone Kiryu Aniki might have seen something in. Now, Cap will never believe us, not in a million years. He'll say we're drunk, stupid. But I'm gonna tell him, even if it shouldn't have been possible, I saw what I saw tonight.
So did I.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, I won't keep you any longer.
In that case, let me say one last thing to you both. The Seiryu clan's plot, all these Yakuza amassing underneath them, they can't be trusted. Hiroshima needs to stay as far out of this as it can.
With respect and all? No shit, Detective. That Eppiness is smooth-talking swindler, but the Yomei Alliance ain't dumb enough to fall for it. Hiroshima will steer clear of the conflict. Promise you that.
Of course, Kiryu-san. Your advice is appreciated. We're bidding Yokohama farewell now, if that's all right.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
It's good to see you, Kiryu-san.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I get the feeling they might have figured you out.
Maybe they did.
Sheesh. If your boys ended up in that brawl, it could have painted a target on the entire Yomei Alliance. And to avoid getting sucked into war, easiest thing would be to cut off the Hirose family and be done with it.
Yeah.
That said, it was reckless of you to jump in there. Don't come crying to me if you get busted.
Do you think I'm blaming you? I'm very grateful. If not for your initiative, I never would have spoken to those two again. Back in Hiroshima, I made a mess of things, and I left without fixing them. I didn't deserve to know what happened next. But I was always curious.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
Thanks for the drinks. I'll see you again.
Till then, good night, Kiryu.
Found it. Picture perfect.
A drink.
Found it. Picture perfect.
Oh, treasure ahoy!
Should I open it? It opened.
You deserve a break.
Hey, Zhao. Mind if I join?
Grab a seat, but go easy on the booze, all right?
I know. Sorry for worrying you.
You better be. I'm usually not one to say this kind of stuff, you know? Actually, remember what we talked about last time? Something new came up.
Refresh my memory?
That business with the blogger. The one who was talking shit about my place. Turns out the Liumang boys figured out who this guy is.
Hey, Isn't that bad news? I doubt they'd kill him, but...
Yeah, I feel ya. I even told them to lay off the guy. And they said they got the picture. Oh.
What's up?
Since they've been calling themselves my personal guard, well, they probably care more about my honor than I do. Can't imagine they'll sit around twiddling their thumbs.
So, what's your plan?
I gave them an ultimatum. If I find out something happened to that blogger, I'm closing up shop.
Are you serious?
Doesn't matter whether or not it was an accident. If that blogger is ever in danger, I'm packing my bags and skipping town. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You're quick to take a stand. I'm impressed. Their hands are tied after hearing all that.
Damn straight. They lay a hand on that blogger, my place goes poof. And everyone knows I don't want that.
Guess you need to go that far to show them you're not messing around.
All that's left is to pray that the blogger gets to live in peace. If he winds up in an accident, then I'm hitting the road.
Sure hope your boys will give it a rest.
Same here. But that blogger is still talking smack about me. Every single goddamn day. Ugh. Wish he'd lay off already.
What kind of guy was he anyway?
You know. Just a very ordinary, very lame businessman. Same guy who caused a stink at my place. Seems like he caught wind he was being tracked and went into hiding somewhere.
Oh, surprisingly perceptive.
And they didn't find anyone at his house, and apparently he hasn't been going to work.
Was he local?
Yeah, he lived close to Chinatown. Made some posts about the places nearby. He's actually written some decent reviews. Judging by his analysis on flavor profiles, the guy's got experience.
That's great and all. But he needs to stop antagonizing you on the internet. For his own sake.
You said it. I'm not sure if he even realizes how much danger he's in right now.
Let's find that blogger and guard him ourselves.
We don't have to go that far for him. Hell, I might get pissed if I have to look at his mug.
Yeah, you've got a point. That blogger probably didn't think the entire Yokohama Ryuman would be out for blood. Even if it's just on the internet. Probably didn't realize the owner was their former leader either.
Definitely bad luck on his part. But his manners were even worse. He was filming without permission, then snapped the moment he got a warning. Ever since then, he's been trying to pick a fight with me on the internet. Seriously, give a guy a break.
But if you want to keep your place running, then he has to stay safe and sound. Let's have ourselves a toast. To his well-being.
Yeah, sure. I guess. Never been so reluctant to drink before.
You're telling me.
Hey, thanks a lot. 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 Hey, thanks a lot.
The drinks got me.
You must be tired.
Like eye drops from 2 stories up.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu.
Sure,
Like eye drops from 2 stories up. That'd be from about here, right?
Come on, that's just a way of saying something's not gonna happen.
With no wind, I think it could be done.
Kiryu-san, seriously?
How high up is the second floor?
Doesn't that sound doable?
You seem confident in your eye drop catching skills, Kiryu.
Put me to the test.
Huh?
So, Kiryu-san just stands on the ground floor with his eyes open?
Damn it, Nanba, how'd you end up with the fun part? Psycho, we could beat them at this. Go downstairs and hold your eyelids apart.
Please, no.
Great timing, Kiryu-san. You got a second?
Yeah, I can stick around for a drink.
Nah, that's not why I asked. I'm having a little get-together over at my place. Gonna treat those Liumang boys to some grub. You remember that blogger who'd been bad-mouthing me? I figured they deserve a reward for not offing him.
Oh, good for them.
Yep. You wanna tag along, Kiryu-san?
Are you sure? I wouldn't want to get between you and your boys.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's about damn time I get to serve the legend himself a meal.
If you insist. No way I can turn you down now.
Now we're talking.
Thanks for inviting us, Cao-san.
You're cooking so good, I starved myself all day just so I can eat more of it.
Thanks for having us here, sir.
I stick out like a sore thumb here.
It's all good. We're just here to eat good food.
Hey. Guys, over there.
Wait, hold up.
Yo, look who we have here. This guy's snooping on us.
Who the hell? Hey, it's him, the blogger.
This doesn't look good, Kiryu-san.
Is he really the guy behind the blog?
Yep, sure seems like it.
Spill it! What the hell are you doing here?
I don't know what you're talking about. Am I being abducted? Please, let me go.
What's all this about?
This guy's been trying to start shooting Zhao-san's restaurant again. Looks like he came all the way here just to look for more dirt.
Is there a problem with that? What's wrong with saying a place has bad food? I have the right to free speech, you know. Gotta say, I'm impressed you got the balls to speak up with all of us here. What should we do with him, Zhao-san? Want us to rough him up a bit?
Do you even hear yourself? Come on now, you can't do that to a civvy. He's right, you know. The guy's free to post whatever he wants on his blog.
Huh, you can't fool me. You're the one behind the Yokohama Liumang.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I know all about it. You sent your men looking for me all over Ijincho, didn't you? When I heard that gangsters were hunting me down, I decided to look into you too. You're their boss, aren't you? Their former leader? You act like you're not involved in any of this, but you'll sick your dogs on me later.
Oh, now. I think you've got the wrong idea. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Ain't that right, boys? Since we're all here, why don't we settle down and have a bite? I've already finished prepping. So, how about it, fellas? Anyway, we're gonna have ourselves a party, so don't mind us. They'll leave you alone.
Really?
Yep. Really.
Wait a minute. Zhao-san! If we let him off, then he might write about all this on his blog just for the hell of it. We gotta take that dude's phone away first.
What? No, absolutely not. You can't do that.
The fact that this bastard came here knowing Zhao-san's our boss. Oh, no doubt he's screwing with us. Probably thinks we can't do a damn thing.
Well, no way. He's only got a bone to pick with me. Come on, boys, let him go.
We can't. If he's picking a fight with you, that means he's picking a fight with all of us. Zhao-san, you might have left us behind, but we still respect you. Even now, you keep acting like a pushover, so now some blogger thinks he can mess with us.
That's right. You even tossed us aside. Gave up the Liu Meng to Komijo. We can't even get things done like how we used to because of this cooperation bullshit to appease the Jinsho.
Sorry. But if you're not happy with how I run things, then like I said before, go hit the road.
Not happening, boss. We all looked up to you. We thought that if we stuck by you, we could be more like you. Normally, you look laid back, relaxed. But when the situation calls for it, you're ruthless, reliable, a charismatic leader. At least, you were. It's time you wake up, boss. The Tianyo Zhao I know would never let some random blogger off for talking shit.
First, we ought to splatter his guts all over the streets. Let the whole town know that Yokohama Liu Meng's back.
I told you that I'd close up shop if anything happened to him. And I fucking meant it.
But boss, that'd be for the better, right? Wouldn't have to be some chef if he came back.
Quit being some chef.
Yeah, Zhao-san. No, I mean, boss. Our leader!
Let's give him hell, boss!
Stay behind me.
No way. Am I going to die here?
All right, fine. I get how you guys feel.
You do? Then you'll come back?
Nope. I'm not letting you boys lay a finger on this guy. You want him, you gotta get through me.
They're just as feisty as you said they'd be.
Sorry for dragging you into this, Kiryu-san. You mind taking that blogger somewhere safe? I'll stop these guys.
Wait, Zhao-san, are you serious? You'll take us on? All to protect someone like him? Even though we're the ones who have always believed in you?
I'll do anything to protect my restaurant. After all, I'm just some chef.
All right, fine. Have it your way, then. Quit screwing with us, you damn wuss!
Need a hand? These guys are called the Four Beasts, right? We don't want you to bite off more than you can chew.
What? You don't think I can handle it? 'Cause I'm absolutely starving right now.
Bring it on. I won't hold back.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Seen it?
This time, delivery. Coming up.
Hey, thanks so much for stopping by! And now, Top Dogs, Kazuki and Yuga! Hoorah!
I'm humbled you requested. May I raise a glass to you?
I'm you? Let's start the night off, right?
Your face is enchanting.
Hey, where are you looking?
Let's spend a whole night together.
Oh my.
Go! You go! Ready! Go! To be go! Eyes on the prize. 3, 2, 1.
And here you go!
We hope to see you again soon.
Follow my lead.
Let's raise hell!
I won't hold back.
again!
Still as strong as ever, boss. Please, come back. You'll just waste away here.
Look, I'm real touched you think so. But if I went back to being your leader, Ijincho will be split apart again. I promised Sunyi that wouldn't happen ever again, and left everything in her hands.
But we've always looked up to you. Still do. If you do make a comeback, we'll follow you to hell and back.
That's so. Hey, humor me for a second.
Yes, sir. What is it?
This Tianyo Zhao you've always admired. Is he the sort of guy who doesn't honor his promises? Is that what you guys think of me? A man who doesn't keep his word?
No, sir. Not at all.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Hey,
Yes? What do you want?
you saw what happened just now, right? Thus you don't get involved with them any further. I'm sure you felt safe and secure over the internet. But here, you were only safe thanks to Zhao.
I'm so sorry, Zhao-san. I'll delete everything I posted about your restaurant. I won't ever come near here again. So please, forgive me for what I've done.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. No need to delete anything.
Huh?
I just want to ask you a question. When you ate at my restaurant, was my cooking really that bad?
Actually, it didn't taste awful at all.
Hmm?
I'll be honest with you. Your food is the best damn thing I've ever tasted in my entire life!
Come again?
Nothing in Chinatown could even come close. I wanted to use every word in my vocabulary to praise your cooking on my blog. I thought maybe I could spread the word, share your food with everyone. So much so that I felt like I was on fire. But when you suddenly told me to refrain from filming inside your restaurant, the descriptions I had drafted in my head just fizzled out. That really upset me. And before I knew it,
You flung your chopsticks down?
I really am sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. Even though I've been wanting to compliment you, I kept thinking that you humiliated me in your shop.
In the end, hatred sprung from your love.
So that's the whole story. In that case, sorry. But I can't let you go home.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Hey, Zhao, what are you planning?
Now, go ahead and eat your fill. You're gonna recall each and every single word of praise that came to your head that day.
But are you sure you want to treat me to all this food?
Well, you were pretty spot on when critiquing other places. Now I want to know what you really think, and not anyone else.
I don't know what to say, Zhao-san. This is the first time anyone's ever told me that. No way I'm wasting this opportunity. Bon appetit!
Dig in.
Wow, this is delicious. Damn, tasty.
Zhao, are you sure this guy's the real deal? All he said so far is that he loves the food and that it's damn tasty.
Aren't those the best compliments a chef could hear? There's more where that came from. You better savor it all.
Woohoo! This is the best day ever, Zhao-san. Everything tastes so good. I can't stop eating.
My bad, Kitty-san. Didn't mean to drag you into that whole mess.
But you did. Missed out on my free meal because of you. At least that blogger looked like he enjoyed himself. The man ate everything you put in front of him.
Huh? Back up a sec, Kiryu-san. You didn't get to taste my cooking at all?
Pretty much. Surprisingly.
Well, there'll always be another chance. We're drinking buddies now, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true. But after seeing you fight earlier, I can understand why your boys want you back. You've got a knack for being a leader. Does seem like a waste of talent.
Oh yeah, maybe. But all my life I was taught how to lead others. For as long as I can remember, I was told it was my birthright. And one day I inherited everything from my dad. And now that I've left that all behind, a new world opened up to me. There's no way I'm letting that go. Not without a fight.
Being a chef means the world to you.
Yep. There were a ton of possibilities, but the only one that mattered was the one I chose.
I think I get it.
Tossing a wok over a roaring flame, seeing the customers smile after eating my food. Everything's so fresh and new. I really dig the way things are right now. And not only that, but if I can knock back drinks with a buddy from time to time, I'll be set for life.
Sounds good to me. A humble life's not so bad.
Welcome.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
Thanks.
Oof. I should have eaten first.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
I'm prepared.
All right. Our guest this time came all the way from Kyushu. Chief Nakajima of Nagasu Taxi.
Chief Nakajima.
He looked after you during your stint as a cab driver back in Fukuoka, didn't he? Hey, what's up? You remember him, right? Don't tell me I wasted my time calling him here.
You didn't. Besides, I wouldn't be that ungrateful. It's just... I never thought I'd see him again. Chief Nakajima was about the only civilian I spent a lot of time with.
You tried running from your past back then, too, didn't you? Even went by the alias Taichi Suzuki and everything. Trouble always finds you somehow. In the past and even now.
You said you called a chief here? How was he? He must be getting along in years now. Did he seem well?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go see for yourself?
What? Did something bad happen to him?
Oh, good heavens, I can't drink that much. Well, ain't this a pickle?
Oh, come on, Mr. Chief. Don't be shy. Today's a special treat, isn't it?
Well, you ain't wrong there. Speaking of which, Date-san's not here yet. Wonder what's taking him. This ain't a scam, right? You're not gonna rip me off.
Don't worry. Date-san gave me a rundown. That man's a real detective, you know.
Date-san, what was with that ominous look earlier?
Well, as you can see, he's doing great. Figured it'd make you appreciate the reunion more. Cab company's not exactly doing well, but the chief does everything he can to keep it going.
That's great. Glad to hear it.
Thought so.
Wait, Date-san, you've never met Chief Nakajima before, right? How did you even get him to come all the way here?
Well, I might have abused a bit of my police authority. Told him that I wanted to ask him about his former employee, Taichi Suzuki.
What?
Also told him it was a personal investigation and that we couldn't talk over the phone since the higher-ups don't know about it. I asked if he could come to Yokohama instead.
You do know how suspicious that sounds, right? I'm surprised the chief fell for that.
I offered to cover his travel expenses, so it's basically a paid vacation. His drinks at this club are even on me. Oh, don't give me that look, man.
What? I was just worried about you. You're always coming up with all these lies for me.
I thought I told you this before. I'm only doing all this because I want to. Don't sweat it.
10 years ago, he told me himself to come back and work for him again, no matter what. He gave me a hand when I hit rock bottom, and I was never able to thank him for that.
Got it. Guess it'll be on me to tell him all of that.
This place sure is a riot. Hey, maybe I ought to move to Yokohama myself.
Wow, would you really? Then you could come visit me every day. I'll be here waiting.
Boy, I do that and I'll be broke in no time.
Oh. Pleasure meeting you, Chief Nakajima. I'm Date. You been enjoying yourself?
Oh, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away there. Nearly forgot I was meeting up with you, Mr. Detective.
No need for the formalities. Thanks for coming all the way here. Mind if I take a seat?
Oh, no, not at all. Please do. Still, to think Suzuki-san's name would come up again. But like I told you on the phone, the last I saw Suzuki-san was 10 years ago. How's that even gonna help the police?
Well, truth be told, I knew Suzuki personally outside my work as a detective. Honestly, I just wanted to have a drink with someone else who knew him. Sorry for making a fuss out of this, Chief.
Oh, no, it's fine. You even paid for me to travel here and all. Besides, I feel the same way about Suzuki-san. Wasn't one for words, but I could never forget him. Just that kind of fella, you know. So what happened? Did Suzuki-san cause some kind of incident? He ain't getting arrested, is he?
Huh? No, I'm not going to arrest him. See, Suzuki's been dead for a few years now.
Huh? Come again? You ain't pulling my leg or nothing.
You didn't know?
No, not at all. Had no clue. So that's what happened to Suzuki-san? I can't believe my ears. He was always so serious, a real dedicated fella.
Hey, something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Just double-checking. You were aware that Taichi Suzuki was a fake name, right?
A fake name? Nah, ain't no way. That doesn't sound right. No siree.
Uh-huh. Okay then, why don't you settle down and hear me out. Taichi Suzuki was a fake name. His real name was Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza from the Tojo clan, known as the Dragon of Dojima.
You're talking about the same Suzuki-san? Ah, it's gotta be a lie. Some big mistake. You ever consider that the Suzuki-san I know and the Suzuki-san you know are two different people?
Fine then. So that's how you want to play. Then explain this. Take a good look at this photo. This guy looks real familiar, doesn't he? Perhaps you've seen this on TV before. You're looking at Kazuma Kiryu. Shortly after this footage aired, he was sent to prison, then lost his life in Hiroshima.
Frankly, that don't sound like the Suzuki-san I know.
What? Really?
Guess I should have looked into your story more carefully before coming all the way out here. If I had known we were talking about two different people, I wouldn't have let you pay for my whole trip.
Now hold on, sir. What's with the act?
Huh?
We both know for a fact that Kiryu went by Suzuki in Kyushu. So why are you pretending you don't know him?
Well, I ain't pretending. There was just a little mix-up. Sorry, my mistake. I'll even pay for my own drinks, too. Take care now.
No, wait. Please.
I think we're done here. Besides, I ought to get going. Let go!
What has gotten into you?
Nothing. You're just being a bother.
Wait, please. Hey, stop right there, sir.
Ooh, what's going on? Why all the yelling?
Judging by the way you wanted to run from me, I think I get what's going on.
Huh? What about?
You probably did come here to talk about Taichi Suzuki, and maybe squeeze in some sightseeing on the side. But with how you're acting, I'm guessing you saw this recently.
Oh, that's,
Your plans changed when this video started going around. Suddenly, rumors that Kazuma Kiryu is still alive and kicking spread all over the internet, despite his supposed death. Word got to you too, didn't it? Right after you agreed to meet with me here.
I don't know a thing about that.
What's going on?
If Kazuma Kiryu really is alive and in hiding, then you wouldn't want to tip off the police. Even a minor detail about his past runs the risk of endangering him. Long story short, you don't want to sell your friend out to the police. But after coming all the way to Yokohama, it looked just as suspicious to cancel our meeting. It all makes sense now. That's why you're trying to act like you don't know Kazuma Kiryu.
You got the wrong idea. That's completely off.
Where you're coming from, you probably aren't too sure if I really am Kiryu's friend. In that case, it'd be best for you to say I've got the wrong guy. Keep mum and leave your seat. Chief Nakajima, this has all been one huge misunderstanding.
Huh?
Neither Tokyo PD nor the Fukuoka police knew that Kiryu had been employed at Nagasu Taxi. Have you ever gotten a call from the police asking after him? I'm positive you haven't, because I'm the only one who knows about your connection to Kiryu. After all, I heard all of this from the man himself. In fact, he even told me about the first time you two met. He helped out a woman who was being harassed, but let himself get beat up in the process. At the time, he had nowhere to go since he had to cover up his history with the Yakuza. He nearly gave up on life. That's when you entered the picture. You took him on and hired him as a taxi driver. That guy's known as the legendary Yakuza. You think he'd crack in the interrogation room? I heard all of this straight from the horse's mouth. I may not know what's going on in his head, but I consider him my best friend.
Date-san.
Well, that sure explains a whole lot. Guess it can't hurt to trust you then.
How about we turn back the clock? Start fresh, take it from the top.
Works for me. I found out that Suzuki-san was actually Kazuma Kiryu from the news. Saw him in that Yakuza scuffle up in Kamurocho. Must have been a little while after he left our place. All his old co-workers were pretty shaken up, me included. Sure, I knew he was no run-of-the-mill guy, but I never thought he'd be the legendary Yakuza. Also, just between us, a lot of my employees are hiding scars because of something or other in the past. Same goes for me, too. So I was never, ever gonna rat out Kiryu-san to the police. But the moment I told myself that, news got out about Kazuma Kiryu dying somewhere in Hiroshima.
That must have been shocking.
Of course it was. But now, what the heck even was that video? I can't make heads or tails of nothing no more. You know something, don't you, Date-san? Is Kazuma Kiryu... is Suzuki-san still alive? Please, Date-san?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I just lied to your face after unraveling all that, so... I'm just gonna say, no comment.
No comment?
That's not enough for you?
That's great. Real great. Just what I needed to hear. You know, you're a lot like Suzuki-san. No tact, no skill at lying, and a good man.
This coming from you? You're just as bad at lying.
You got me there.
After getting to know you, Chief, I think I get why he wanted me to pass on a message.
Huh?
When the two of you first met, he had just drifted all the way to Kyushu in order to protect his loved ones from his own past. That was the lowest point in Kiryu's life. In a place with no one he knew, with no one to turn to, with no one to talk to or depend on, until you showed up and lent him the hand he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe how indebted he feels to you. Still does, to this day.
Ha, that's so. And I got something to say to him, too.
And what's that?
The last time I saw Suzuki-san, I left him with these words. You're part of the family now, Suzuki-san. Just be sure to come back to us, no matter what. I still stand by those words today. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll always have a home with us. I'll be waiting for you back in Kyushu. So just remember, you're never alone. Think you could tell him all that from me, Date-san?
Ah.
Thanks again, Date-san. Got to wrap up some unfinished business there. Now the Chief finally knows how much I appreciated him. There's nothing more I can do now.
Come on, don't be like that.
All right, that reminds me. You said I was your best friend?
No, I mean, I was just trying to, well, you know, earn the chief's trust. I had to.
Your words really cut me to the core. They were comforting in a way, especially in these times. Could you not take back what you said?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you want to hug it out?
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Yeah, figured.
I don't think I've seen any kids use this swing set.
Well, if I were a parent, I'd rather my kids play somewhere like Hamakita Park.
This isn't the most child-friendly neighborhood, that's for sure.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu.
Sure, something the matter.
No, I just figured maybe I ought to give you a heads up first. See, Sayama's in town.
Sayama? Kaoru Sayama?
The one and only. She gave me a call not too long ago. You up for it? Yeah, thought so. But honestly, you should go. You guys went through thick and thin together, right? Least you could do is see how she's doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry for dumping this on you. I didn't know till just now either. So, mind cutting me some slack?
Actually, I appreciate it.
See you later, then.
Gotta say, I haven't been sleeping too well.
Thanks.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
Gotta say, I haven't been sleeping too well lately. Takes me forever to fall asleep, too. Maybe there's a good sleep medication around here?
Nah, before you chance it with the meds, you ought to rethink your bedtime routines. Yeah, probably toy around with your phone, right?
Yeah, that's true. I usually end up watching videos and stuff.
Maybe just stop looking at your phone in bed.
Yeah, the light from the street.
If you get sleepy and lose your grip, you'll drop your phone on your face. You'll just wake yourself up, and who wants that?
Well, I was talking more about the science. Oh, well.
I don't think I've seen any kids use...
Well,
maybe not.
Wait, what?
Say, Kiryu-san, have you heard? There's a legendary underground weapons shop nearby.
Legendary, you say?
Yeah, Ichiban and I have gotten goods there from time to time. The dealer's this shady guy who won't serve just anyone. You can't even meet him unless you pass a test first. But if Nanchan and I bring you along, I'm sure he'd let you in too.
Oh, you're talking about Chao Ka Long. Legendary is quite the exaggeration, in my opinion.
There's a lot I don't understand, but I'm interested. It's nearby, right? Let's see it then.
Okay, you got it. Okay, Kiryu-san. The weapons dealer is usually just down the ladder.
All right, let's see what he's got.
Did you bring this crowd to me expecting a show? This isn't how we do things in the underworld. I'm not running some tourist attraction here.
Fortunately for you, I tagged along. And anyway, the fact that you're in business at all is thanks to me. So if you want to maintain your little sliver of autonomy, I suggest you mind your manners in front of me.
So says the Queen of Komiju. Very well then. I'll hold my tongue while you're here at least. But there's still someone I don't recognize. Who's he?
He's my guest. That's all you need to know. Don't tell me you're gonna throw a fit about this too.
A guest of Sun He's? And yet, he appears familiar to me.
Hey, Sun-Hee. Remind me, what's this guy's name again?
Oh, he goes by Chao Ka Long.
Chao Ka Long. Chao Ka Long?
You ask my name but won't give one in return. I don't appreciate being slighted like this.
He's Taichi Suzuki. There. Everything's square now. All right, Chao-san?
Let's see now. Sato is currently the most common surname in Japan. And guess what? Suzuki is right after that.
So, what's the problem?
It's a fake name, if I've ever heard one. You're practically introducing me to a John Doe.
Even so, what does it matter? I'm vouching for Suzuki-san's identity. So, how about you quit the bullshit and bring out your wares like a proper arms dealer?
Not happening.
What did you say?
Hey, you! Show me your face!
No, it's fine. I'll just leave. I'm not in the mood for this.
It couldn't be. Stop! Nobody move! I know exactly who you are. What a change. I barely recognized you. Guess that goes to show. The march of time is relentless.
Whatever it is you're going on about, you're clearly mistaken.
Oh, really? Well, your identity doesn't matter at this point. I'm not letting you leave. I told you from the start. You've stepped into the underworld.
Chao Ka Long. Do you understand what you're about to do? Are you prepared to make me your enemy?
On the contrary, Sun-Hee. You're the one disregarding the delicate balance of the underworld. Not only did you bring a stranger before me, now you're trying to slither your way out of a deal. If word got out, who in Ichincho's underworld could bring themselves to trust in the Komiju?
I hear you. Fine. What do you want?
Testing his worth only seems fair. That's always been my standard for any new customers, after all. If I take him on, I'm sure I'll finally feel more familiar with our mysterious friend here.
If I'm worthy enough, you'll treat me like a customer, right? And drop the whole identity thing.
Sure. Agree.
Are you sure you'll be all right, Suzuki-san?
Business negotiations were never my strong suit. Better to let my fists do the talking. If words can't get through to someone, in the end, you just gotta hope that they feel it.
How funny. We finally agree on something. Let's finish this.
Think I'll enjoy this. I'm on a roll. Let's go.
You think you can win?
What's the hold?
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Try to block this. You asked for it. This'll be fun.
Follow my lead.
Wanna play, do we?
Now we're talking.
Right, always stand there?
Who wants to go?
You want some?
Something wrong?
Yeah, give him hell! Yeah, double the trouble! Double the flame!
Let's raise hell! We doing it big?
Bring it on!
Special order!
Enjoy!
I'll cut you to shreds.
You're going to regret
all the
this.
fun and games yet?
In for the kill. You asked for it. This'll be fun.
Gotta stop the bleeding. This is no way to fight.
It's
Try hard. Alright, learning more every day.
Sweet! Strong!
Damn it!
Looks like I passed. Chow Ka Long.
Quit playing dumb. You know who I really am, don't you?
What's going on?
Don't deny it. All those years ago, I fought you to the death. My name is Lao.
As far as I'm concerned, it's Chow Ka Long. And that's what I intend to call you. This is the underworld, like you said.
Pardon me?
And my name is Taichi Suzuki. That's all we need to know about each other. You said I'd be a customer if I won. Promises made in the underworld are never made lightly. Especially with the Queen of Komiju as our witness.
Exactly. Now, if you're satisfied, can we please carry on?
You! What's the meaning of this?
You're pretty powerful, I'll admit that. I assume your weapons are of the same caliber.
Without a doubt. After all, you won't find a better arms dealer than me.
That nearly went south. So, does this mean we're cleared to shop here now?
Yes. With my weapons in hand, your strength will be unmatched. In fact, I bet you could even make the Dragon of Dojima disappear.
Oh yeah? We'll just see about that.
Good grief. Thank goodness that's finally over.
いらっしゃい。ありがとうございました。
いらっしゃいませ。Here's the mine.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうご
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
I'm prepared.
Great. Then let's get going. When was the last time you saw Sayama, anyway?
When I moved to Okinawa, so that'd be a little over 15 years now. We first met in 2006. To think it's been 17 years. Kaoru Sayama, a former detective in the Osaka police, and the ace of Division 4, the anti-Yakuza task force. We partnered together for a certain incident regarding the Tojo clan. And then... as the bomb kept ticking down, I decided to spend the last moments of my life with this incredible woman.
Damn, 15 years? I haven't seen her for a while either, but nowhere near as long as that. Earlier, she said she's here on business. Asked me if I wanted to catch up and all. I'm something of a big shot at work, you know.
What's with the big talk?
Nobody else would listen to me brag. Well, it might have been 15 years, but Sayama's as sharp as ever. There's a chance she'll spot you at a distance, so we better play it safe.
I don't know. There is also a chance she's forgotten all about me.
You're hopeless. Here, take these. Wireless earphones and mic. We usually use them during investigations, but I'll loan these to you. That way, you can listen in on the conversation, and I'll be able to hear what you have to say, too. Come on, let's get moving.
She hasn't changed one bit.
You look busy, as usual. How long are you here for?
I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
How's Tomio-san doing?
She's great. Mama's been manning the bar every night. I think she's doing even better than me.
Glad to hear it. Best you spend time with family while you can.
That's certainly true. But still, it's been a long time. About 6-7 years or so, right? The last time we spoke was when you called me about Kazuma's passing, I believe.
Right. Sorry for dropping that bombshell back then.
It's fine. I'm sure I would have heard about it sooner or later. After all, he was quite infamous among the police.
No kidding. His name always popped up whenever something big happened. You got any guys that buy into the whole Kazuma Kiryu hidden mastermind conspiracy?
We do, yes. Kazuma Kiryu is actually still alive. He's been pulling the strings behind society as we speak. Those rumors, right? What kind of officer would say that? It's complete nonsense.
Well, guess that means his legacy was that impactful. Can't blame folks for making him into some urban legend, especially if they never knew him.
I suppose so. But to think he's gone, even now, I still can't fathom it. How can someone as tough as him just die? How? When I've seen him cheat death time after time.
Unbelievable, right? He was one stubborn son of a gun.
He really was.
Still married to the job?
Pretty much.
Heard you transferred to the juvenile division. That was news to me.
Shocking, right? Some career path.
But you requested to transfer, right? There a reason for that?
There is actually. It's all because of the dissolution.
The Great Dissolution?
Yeah. Remember how Daigo Dojima and other big names started a security company after all that went down? It was a haven for former Yakuza.
Right.
I figured if Kazuma were still alive, he would have lent them a hand. That man is practically the icon of the old Yakuza and all. I'm sure he would have taken it upon himself to clean up after them too.
And
if they were in charge of the cleanup, then as a cop, I could work on prevention. At least that's what I thought.
In other words, you're trying to prevent kids from becoming petty criminals or joining the Yakuza. Hence the transfer.
Right you are. It's tougher than I thought, but it's rewarding work.
And that way, you could feel connected to Kiryu.
That's one way to put it. If I wanted to sound cool, that is. But yeah, that's why I'm bent on pursuing my new dreams. And that's why I want to keep doing what I can. But maybe a part of me is still waiting for him. Aren't I just so faithful?
Sayama, look, the truth is...
Don't, Date-san. It's fine.
Something wrong?
No, you're just way too good for him.
Thanks for that, Date-san. Seems I was a luckier man than I thought.
Seriously, you're telling me. You sure you don't want to tell her anything?
I'm sure. As long as she's got a dream to chase, she's better off without me around.
That's the hardest pill to swallow. But you know what, Kiryu?
What?
You should live how you want to. If there's a woman you love, you hold on to her. Never let go. I'm getting jealous just looking at you.
I guess you'd know best, considering you've gone through a divorce before.
What? Low blow, man.
Sorry, it was just a joke. Thanks, Date-san.
A real heartbreaker, aren't you? But I meant it. Yeah, every word. Just do what you want to do. You've got tons of folks on your side, supporting you. And don't you forget that.
I won't. Just what I needed.